Of course, Arizona, one of 4 states where primaries will go on as planned in spite of coronavirus concerns. Joining us now, Matt Grodsky, Director of Communications with the Arizona Democratic Party. Matt, I know it's early. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Now, other states are canceling primaries, so why not Arizona? Have you guys considered pushing for that at all?
I would be surprised if we did that. The majority of Arizonans have the ability to vote by mail and vote early, and we've actually seen a huge influx in vote by mail ballots coming in since Super Tuesday. So we actually anticipate surpassing turnout from the 2016 presidential preference election even before we get to Tuesday. So I would be really surprised if we even considered moving this election.
All right, so The Atlantic frames it. Millions of voters in Arizona, Illinois, Florida, and Ohio, they're going to grasp the same door handles, drag their fingers across the same touchscreen voting machines, wait in long lines with dozens of other people. Not quite the image of social distancing there. Do you concede that voters could be put at risk? And what's the concern here? So many people showing up to vote that some potentially get exposed, or so few showing up that numbers are down?
Well, we're certainly not worried about numbers being down, as I alluded to earlier. I think that we're certainly aware of the risk, and it's definitely top of mind. An encouraging thing that we've heard from our election officials is that all the polling locations are going to have extra soap. Voting machines are going to be sanitized. There's going to be extra staff on hand to help with that. So we are encouraged about that, and certainly would remind the public to use common sense and be smart, follow best practices, but we're encouraged by what we're hearing.
But early voting in Arizona ended March 11th. So much has happened just in the last week. Is it possible that some waited and now will choose, you know what, I'm just going to stay home, not risk it?
It's always certainly a possibility. Something that we've done in the last couple of days is we've extended the early ballot drop-off period under emergency provisions, so people can do that through Monday tomorrow. I would certainly encourage everybody to drop off their ballot. It's important that their voices are heard.
And let's talk about poll workers. Do you worry about those people potentially getting exposed? They tend to be older, more vulnerable populations. Do you expect maybe some to just not show up because they don't want to risk getting exposed?
Well, we certainly appreciate our poll workers. Ultimately, that decision will be up to them. We have not heard on our end about people dropping out at this point in time. As I mentioned before, I think all these polling locations are going to have essential things on hand like hand sanitizer, soap. So I do believe people are going to be protected.
All right, so logistics aside, let's talk about what is, of course, at stake in Arizona. Polls show Biden edging out Sanders in your state, but Sanders has done well among Latino voters. Do you think there will be any surprises come Tuesday?
Hard to anticipate surprises. I will tell you that both candidates are very popular with the Democratic Party in Arizona. Both of them have strong name recognition. We obviously have seen Joe Biden move up in the polls since Super Tuesday. And as I mentioned earlier, some 60% of Arizonans had held on to their ballots until after Super Tuesday. So it's very possible that many of those voters broke for Biden, but we'll just have to wait and see. Either candidate could win the state, certainly on Tuesday.
Matt Grodsky, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
And stay with MSNBC for live post-debate analysis. Join Lawrence